All right, guys, it is September 2nd, year of our Lord 2025. I think Trump is bringing the military into Illinois this week. From the sounds of it, it may have already started. I don't know. I haven't seen anything official yet. I know there was a big protest about it yesterday in Chicago, but I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But anyway, I think I'm just going to be glad when everything is said and done and these guys are behind bars, or if God takes them, God takes them. But I'll just be glad when the craziness comes to an end. That's what I'm calling it, because these guys are apparently over Labor Day weekend and Labor Day, there was 60 shootings, eight fatalities, and there is a lot of people in critical condition. And they're saying it's under control. What's under control? That's my question. What's under control? In 3 days period, you had 60 shootings. And you're saying everything's under control. Because that's what Pritzker is saying. Everything is under control. He's not afraid to walk around in Chicago at all. And for some reason, I don't believe that. So you have to understand what is going on with all this stuff, and I can almost guarantee it. Pritzker doesn't want the U.S. military in Illinois. This is a governor that yanked all the toilets out of the governor's mansion so he didn't have to pay property tax. Because, this way it'd be cheaper on him for certain things. I don't know. There was a big scandal shortly after he got into office talking about he removed the toilets out of the governor's mansion to get tax breaks or something like that. And the federal judges literally said, no, you have to put them back. So I don't know what's going through this guy's head. I really don't. Crazy. But there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on here in Illinois. And Chicago is a sanctuary city. And Pritzker is hanging on to that. The governor and the mayor of Chicago literally sat down and said to their law enforcement not to help the military or ICE at all. So they're just digging a deeper hole for themselves, in my opinion. So, because I've noticed a lot of these guys have warped reality of what's good and what's bad, and they don't know what they're doing. I think they know what they're doing, they just don't care about the consequences because they think they're above the consequences. So I'll just be glad when they're behind bars or God takes them. I'll be glad with either one. With all that being said, justice comes for everybody. Everybody says karma always catches up to you. I've even used the saying karma, but karma is God putting things right. So people that wronged you, that stepped on you to get to where they wanted to go, eventually things are going to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you, maybe you weren't meant to be in that area and God was showing you a different way. Because I know a ton of people that got overlooked for a position that they were more than qualified to take, and the company went after this new guy because he was a friend of the family's, and overlooked one person that was more qualified. So they promoted the guy that's almost brand new, and that person turned around and quietly put in their resignation immediately because they found another job at a competitor's place for double the pay, half the hours, and they went through and did everything, like they should have. So it's one of those things that, God will put you in a better position. So don't get angry about it. Just understand it. It's not meant to be at that time. Yeah, it may be a few weeks later. It may be a few months later. It might be a few years later. But eventually you'll be in a better position. Just be patient. And that's something I harp on, is patience. I used to didn't have patience. Now that's pretty much all I'm resting on. Patience. I wanted everything done immediately, quickly, and now I think if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. So there is that. So everybody wants to sit back and say, well, it's God testing you, it's God punishing you, it's God this, it's God that. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand when they start saying that. God's not punishing you for anything that you've done. He didn't give you cancer because you can handle it. He didn't give you make you file bankruptcy because you can handle it. It's not God doing that to you. When you claim those things, God can't do anything to fix it because you've claimed it. You make a choice to accept it. So therefore, God lets you keep your choice. It's something I'm learning on a regular basis right now. You're choosing to be sick, you're going to be sick. If you choose to be broke, you're always going to be broke. If you choose to be a victim, you're always going to be a victim. So, you need to change the way you think. You need to change the way that you talk. And you need to change the way that you accept things. If somebody gives you a diagnosis, if a doctor gives you a diagnosis, you have cancer. We're going to run you through a bunch of chemo, and it could probably kill you. The cancer is not going to kill you. The chemo will kill you. Do you immediately just say, sign me up? And it's up to God if I live? No. You say, thank you for the diagnosis, but I don't believe I do. And I'm going to go get a second opinion. And then literally, as soon as you leave the doctor's office, pray about it and pray to God that, hey, this doctor told me I had cancer. Lord, by the stripes of Jesus Christ, I am healed to where I no longer have this cancer. And by the next time you go see another doctor, they go through and do the same test, you may not have cancer. Because you rebuked what the doctor told you. So, people have a tendency to say, oh, well, I have, because I was told I don't feel good today, so I never feel good. I mean, why not say, hey, when you roll out of bed, when your feet hit the floor, say, hey, today's a great day. Today, I feel rested, and I feel loved, and today's going to be the greatest day. Why don't we do that? Because your head is full of negativity. Excuse me. That's something that we need to go through and weed out, is all the negativity. It takes time. It really takes time. Don't think you're going to accomplish this overnight. Don't think you're going to get there within a day or two. I'm an overachiever, blah, 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 and then it just happens. No, it's not going to happen that way. There is a lot of quiet time you're going to need to produce for yourself to get where you need to go. Meditations, self looking inward of yourself to change what you want to change. You can't just walk up into a mirror and say, hey, today you're going to work out, and then you go through your daily routine and you never work out. That's not going to motivate you. That's not going to get you to doing things. You actually have to look inside and find what it is that's making you not want to do it. Because that's what I've started doing. This may take you a week. It may take you 2 weeks. But you need to start looking inward to find out what is blocking you. Yes, I'm talking about meditations. I'm talking about breathing properly. I'm talking about fixating on a point of yourself that a lot of people don't know how to do. And it's not hard, but it's time consuming. You may say, I don't have 5 minutes, but you have 5 minutes to go to the gym. You have 5 minutes to do yoga. You have 5 minutes to go run around the block, but you don't have 5 minutes for yourself. Interesting. Divide your time with God. Now, a lot of people are going to say this is a bad thing. No, this is not a bad thing. If you spend 10 minutes reading the Bible and praying, cut it in half. Spend 5 minutes reading the Bible and pray. The other 5 minutes spend on yourself. Look inward to find out what the problem is. If it's only sitting in your chair, shutting everything down, lights off, and just close your eyes and breathe. Breathe normally, but breathe deeply. And just start fixating on something you want to change. Something small. That's all you have to do. Like I said, this will take a little bit of time to do. But once you get to that point where, hey, I want to work on this, I don't care about anything else, we're going to pinpoint on this, we're going to work on this. I'm going to work out for 5 minutes a day. I'm going to work out for 5 minutes a day today. And you spend that 5 minutes of meditation, and then you're like, okay, now I got 15 minutes. 5 minutes with God, 5 minutes inward looking, and then 5 minutes working out. 5 minutes is better than nothing. And then next thing you know, it's going to be 30 minutes. 10 minutes on each. So slowly start working on it. Don't rush it. But here's the thing I'm going to tell you. You're not promised tomorrow. So always forgive yourself and everybody that day. You don't have to forgive them that moment, but forgive them that day. Okay? Because like I said, tomorrow's not promised. So stop. Understand. Every day is a gift. It's precious. So with that being said, you guys have a good night. Be safe. God bless you. God love you. Remember to pray.